I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English lips, Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Welcome back for another week of English Uncovered. How are you all today? Settled back into work? I still need a holiday. I need a holiday to just sleep. Now, do you agree or disagree when I say that going to see your family, graves, and being a tour guide is not a holiday? Also, when you drive 17 hours each way? Yes, I drove again, like I said before. I drove to Manchester. I'm a glutton for punishment. Wait.
Use me, say me, any way you want me. You got the power to use me right.
In fact, glutton for punishment, what does that mean? Well, the official definition is a person who is always eager to undertake hard or unpleasant tasks. I like driving, so it's not really unpleasant unless you're driving an Italian car on the wrong side, which is the correct side in England, but actually on the wrong side in England, on a slip road near Sibsum cum Stibbington, and I've not even had a drink, with a Mazda MX-5 hurtling towards you. Yes, I came off a slip road on the wrong side. Bit dangerous. Thank God I was in an Italian car, because it meant I could see around the bend. I could see that death was hurtling towards us. And there you have so many new words to try and use this week. First, the expression a glutton for punishment. And why not try using slip road and hurtling? Do you want a quick reminder of what they are? A slip road is a road that you use to enter or exit a single carriageway, a dual carriageway, or a motorway. And to hurtle means to rush forward. So go for it very, very quickly. See if you can use them this week.
Just a bit of adverts.
On those dark, dreary days, or sunbathing on the beach, check out our YouTube channel for our videos about comprehension, vocabulary, and pronunciation. There are even videos to practice your writing. Go to YouTube and type my name, Kris Hagan. It's as easy as that. And now we have a new segment that you've never heard before called Fix It. Let's have the jingle.
And I beg you to fix it.
How nice. So this is Fix It. Now, this is where I tell you something that you need to fix, because I'm bored hearing people saying it wrong. Okay, stop saying open the mouth. Open the mouth. Stop saying it. In many languages, when referring to parts of the body, articles are used rather than the possessive pronouns. Well, if you're talking about my mouth, it's mine. In English, this is wrong when you're talking about a part of the body on somebody. If someone says to me, open the mouth, I would look around the room looking for a mouth to open. Maybe you mean the mouth of a river. Can that be opened? Is there one in this room? I mean my mouth. Yes, my mouth belongs to who? You guessed it, me. So say open your mouth, not the. Stop shrugging the shoulders. Nope, wrong again. Stop shrugging your shoulders. To shrug is when you lift them up and down and you go, no idea. So pay attention, because we English natives don't know that in your language you use the article, and so would have no idea what you're going on about. So please fix it. Now you've got another new guest. Ooh.
She likes to go line dancing 5 days a week. She danced so much she had to get to your knees. Her cheese and onion pie is the very best. Or try her baked tart and forget the rest. La 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 la, her name is Spot. La 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 la, her name is Spot.
Okay, I'm here with Patricia Pat Jones. Do you want to explain who you are and how we know each other? You're my adopted mother, basically.
Well,
or big sister, let's say, is nice enough.
Yeah, I'm Pat. Everyone calls me Pat, even though officially my name's Patricia.
Patricia is very posh.
Yeah, just sound posh, but everyone calls me Pat, and that's what I'm more used to. And I met Kris when I met you, Kris, when you,
Me, that's me. Yeah,
yeah,
just checking.
Yeah, I met you, Kris, when I think you was about 14.
Just a couple of years ago, not long ago then.
No, not
that long ago.
That long ago, no.
That's 26 years ago. Jesus. Yeah.
And you was line dancing, same as me. And so line dancing was
Brought
the
us
reason
together.
we got together. Yeah.
Created our wee family.
Yes, yeah. And line dancing, which was done, always just done to country music then, as I remember. But then, as time went on,
People rebelled.
Yes, and we could do it to all sorts of pop music, and now we can just do it to anything. And also, we used to dress up then. I can remember you with your cowboy hat on. And
there are some pictures.
Your cowboy boots.
Our producer over there is laughing in the corner. Yeah, he's seen videos recently as well, which is...
and your cowboy boots and your cowboy shirt.
Hello, sexy as a cowboy. Now maybe not, but...
Well, you look good as a cowboy, yeah. And then, and
you were a cowgirl with your big meringue skirts.
Yeah, big meringue
And your
skirt.
big glasses, I remember, as well. Gigantic glasses.
Yes, but that was because it was, what, the 80s? No, not the 80s.
How old do you think I am? Okay, so bye-bye, Pat. No, I'm joking.
No, so
it was
the
the 90s.
Yeah. That was because it was the 90s.
Stick an extra 20 years on me, thanks.
And big glasses were in fashion then, as I remember.
They were, and they're back in fashion again now, really.
I'm glad to say they're back in fashion.
Do you still have your old ones?
No. I'm glad to say they are back in fashion because I like big glasses myself. And even you've got big glasses.
In fact, because you can see better.
Yeah.
When people have these little tiny little slitty thing of
That's
a glasses,
true,
you can't see a damn thing.
No,
if you look left and right, you see now.
Especially when you need varifocals like me.
I'm not at that stage yet.
No, well, I am, you see.
Not yet. And so where do you live then? Where are you? Not your address or your credit card number, nothing like that. Where are you from? Because your accent's very different to mine, so where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from Gorton.
Gorton, is that a nice place in Manchester?
Gorton. Well, it was. Now it's one of safe to say it's probably one of the worst places in Manchester.
That's a good expression. Safe to say it's probably the worst place.
Yeah.
It's not that safe, really.
No, but safe to say.
Yeah.
But when I was growing up...
Hello, Gorton people.
When I was growing up, well, certainly what as far as I knew, it was no different from any other inner city district. You know, it was and better than some.
So now it's changed a lot then.
But now it's changed a lot, mainly because in the 80s there was... the early 80s, there was a lot of the houses got pulled down, a lot of renovations, a lot of council houses were built, and a lot of high-rise flats, and I think that...
But in Shameless there? Where did they film Shameless?
Shameless was filmed around
Shameless,
Gorton.
yeah,
that's right.
It's famous Shameless.
Yeah.
Also in America, they have a Shameless America.
Yes, they do.
Shameless UK, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's famous, Gorton.
Well, yeah.
It's like Hollywood of Manchester.
But like I say, it was quite, as far as I knew anyway. But there were underlying things going on, which at the time I didn't know about.
Yeah, but you've learned recently then.
In the last
more recently.
As I grew up, as I grew up, I learned of things that were going on, more or less near where I lived.
But now, where do you live then?
And now I live in Denton, which is a lot nicer. It's still like an inner city area, but I like it.
It's quiet enough, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not too quiet because I don't like anywhere that's too quiet.
You're a city girl.
Yes, yeah.
Like the hustle and bustle of the city.
Yeah, I like to be near the bus route. Go out the door and I can hear a bit of noise. I can hear a bit of traffic. I like to hear my neighbours. I'm not...
Your neighbours do what?
Well,
hopefully not all the time. There is a limit.
Yeah, there is a limit, yeah.
In Manchester, you can hear them doing all sorts of things, yeah.
But I like to be where I can interact with people. I don't like... to live in the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't like to live in the middle of nowhere.
And if you want to see Pat's beautiful face, you can see it on my YouTube channel. Do you remember the video you did?
Yes.
We did an interview with you in the past, do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise it was on until I think Bernard
You started receiving pornographic messages. Yeah. All right, so we'll speak to you again soon. Thank you very much, Pat, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You need to activate your sexy. Activate your sexy. Silky smooth and snap. Silky smooth and snap. Now lean with it. Lean. Throw a little sheen in it. Sheen. Say bat, bat, bat. Dishes back.
Now you've got time for just one more guest. Who might that be?
Welcome back to Mimi Melendez, half bartender, half teacher for Kris Hagan. People wonder what kind of cocktail she's got in her shaker. Mimi, please give me one more.
Shake it and make it, girl.
She's back with her fantastic tips.
We're here in the third series, and guess what? We have Mimi Melendez, who's become a superstar. She's also on our YouTube, goes a two-tube. Our YouTube, I've got lube on the head now, on the brain. Right?
We may need to restart this.
No, it's fine. So your lips are all lubed up now.
I'm totally ready.
Go on, tell me what you were just saying about Italian people and what they call the lube
yes,
for the lips.
Lip balm. I don't understand why they call it cocoa butter. They call all of them cocoa butter,
It's full
even
of
though.
cocoa.
But not all of them are made with cocoa butter. They call all of them cocoa butter. I don't
okay.
understand that, and I refuse to call it that.
So what do you call it? Lube instead, you call it before?
Yeah, I call it lip lube.
Lip lube.
They understand me.
Yeah, okay. So what we're going to talk about then, this is your first time here in the third series. So what are we
right.
going to talk about? Or what are you going to talk about, and I'm going to interrupt you like as usual.
As usual. Today, I want to kind of follow up on the workshop that we did, our webinar actually that we did recently.
We did a webinar.
We did.
I've
Refreshing
slept
your memory.
since then, don't remember.
Oh, thanks.
No, I remember yours, because I kept sending you perverted messages while you were
Trying
speaking.
to distract me, but
Didn't
I was
work.
focused. I was focused. So if you remember, the last one that I did was, I think, it was the last one. I talked about
You don't remember either.
it was just basically going through suggestions and tips on
For
interviewing
jobs.
online.
Yes, online job
which is a big
interviews.
thing now.
It is, especially now, yeah.
Yeah, and so I know at the end we had a Q&A session, and there were some questions that some of the attendees had, and I wanted to kind of follow up on some of that today.
Good idea.
By talking about what I think are the top 5 mistakes on an English resume or CV curriculum.
Go on, tell us.
Okay, here we go.
So go on then, what's the first one?
Okay, so I'm going to do this reverse countdown. Number 5 is not following the cultural norms on your resume. So you include information or things on there that is maybe seen as either inappropriate or kind of tacky, like a photo of yourself.
The sexy selfies.
The sexy selfie, which no one's supposed to care what you look like on a resume. Supposed to, unless, of course, you're applying for a modeling job.
Then maybe,
So things like that, your photo, your date of birth, do not include that. Don't make that mistake.
Which is also good for people like us who are old.
It's
I'm
excellent.
21 in a few days.
But,
yeah.
I could include a picture of me from 20 years ago. Who knows?
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
All right, number 4 is exaggerating or lying on your resume. That's always going to come through. And you need to be prepared that what you put on your resume, you can back it up in an interview. You don't want to come across as a liar, especially if they're going to check your references and confirm whatever's on your resume.
Like when you built the hospital in Africa.
Exactly, brick by brick,
Exactly.
with your bare hands.
You did.
Number 3, the resume is either too short or too long. Okay, so it shouldn't be more than 2 pages long.
Yeah, they're really long here.
They are really long
It's
here.
like a Harry Potter book when you receive
Yes,
them.
and they include like 20 years of experience, which
So you're not interested.
is unnecessary.
Yeah. You don't remember what you did 5 years ago, never mind 20 years ago.
Exactly. Okay, so number 2 is that you're not really putting real facts, or you're just including soft skills that don't really say anything. Soft skills are
skills, what's
great. Like time management skills
okay,
or organizational skills,
okay.
but people want to see concrete things like what were your sales, for example? How did you really translate your experience into numbers for that company? Something like that. So you need to have some real substance in your resume. The number 1 mistake that I see on resumes is that people don't check the resume for grammar and spelling mistakes. This is the simplest thing. This is the easiest part of writing anything, is for checking it, editing it, proofreading it.
It's not difficult.
It's not difficult, and you don't even have to do it yourself. You can give it to someone else who is better at writing or something.
There's also websites now that are free where you can check.
Absolutely. And this is such...
I never use them because I never need them, of course.
Of course not. Of course not.
I just ask you to check it instead.
That's right. And I never find any mistakes ever, Kris.
And I never find any in yours apart from the American English. But now I've learned to accept it, in fact.
You know, you just have to. It kind of grows on you, I feel
It does, like a wart. Yeah. No, I'm getting used to it now. It's fine. You're converting me.
You're becoming a little more worldly.
A little more, yeah.
Yes.
I'm British, remember. It's very difficult to make us worldly. Go on.
Well, you know, and just kind of going back on this, I just want to reiterate
You've got 1 minute left, by the way.
How important it is. Don't worry, I got this.
Uh-huh.
How important it is to just take a minute to check your spelling and check your grammar on a resume. It's the easiest thing. And as someone who has reviewed resumes and interviewed people and worked as a manager and some other administrative jobs, this is the first sign that there is a red flag here and that the person may be lazy, not just not well spoken or doesn't really write well, but is too lazy to check and is too arrogant to think that they could have possibly made a mistake.
Also, when they write in capital letters, this gets on my wick.
When do they
in
do
Italy,
that?
many people I've received many, even when people do writing, they always send it in capital letters. It's really aggressive, this, and you can't do that.
I noticed that a lot of people handwrite all caps here.
Yeah, because they say my handwriting is not good enough for you to read. That's my problem if I can't read. But
I mean, if you're typing it.
yeah, if you're typing it, don't do it. My dad does it all the time in capital letters
It
because I
looks-
can see it better. Yeah, but it's aggressive. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Especially
it takes
a
some more
CV.
space. Come on, guys. All right. So anyway, those are my top 5, I guess you could say, mistakes that I see on a lot of resumes that come across my desk, you could say, that are written in English. So if you're applying for a job abroad or to an English-speaking company, please make sure you do not make any of these very simple mistakes.
Yeah, so check your spelling and don't lie if you haven't built a hospital in Africa.
Don't be a liar.
Exactly.
Mimi Menendez with her fantastic tips.
I'm sure you're all glad you heard the dulcet tones of Mimi Melendez. She's back again and on fire as always. Okay, so we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, sharing all his English tips. Kris
Is an anagram of risk.